have some special news, but yeah, I'm trying to decide when I'm gonna drop that. Anyway, if you're new to the community, welcome babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. So now that you're new, welcome. You get one kiss on the forelock. And for all of my returning babies, yes, you get even more kisses as a returning baby. Mama loves you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start this series off with the root, and we start our sessions off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer, it's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Okay, let's go. You ready? Man, touch you. Just relax here. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am, Ashe. Okay, so let's do that. So deep breath in, exhale, and we're going to start at the root, and the root is at the base of your spine. So we're going to go all the way down and just take a couple moments here. Now, things that you can do is you can kind of choose like perhaps a hasta mudra, which are hand positions. You can choose a hand position that is appropriate for what feels comfortable to you. You can also do some research on the different meanings of what you need to bring into your life, or you can just rest. I'm like acting like you can see. You could just rest your hands right there on your lap as we work through this session. You can be lying back. You can be sitting up. You can be doing stuff, whatever. So going there into the root. And so when working with the root here, say gesture of manifesting, when I say pulling energy down, I'm saying your dreams and hopes and goals, they live up there, but we need to bring them out into reality. If you do not bring them out into reality, you'll never see them. You'll kind of be living in like la la fantasy land for a long time. And it's important that we have those fantasies, that we have those dreams, we goals, all of those things. But then we have to push them down. Because here's the thing, when I say push them down into reality, because we can get satisfaction from fantasizing about what we want, and honestly that's kind of a positive thing, because if you believe it, you can get used to it, even if it makes you scared. That's like a really big thing. But if you get stuck there, you just get stuck off the thought of it and not really being able to taste the full bodied experience of it once it manifests into the physical. You're really selling yourself short. So we're taking that energy and we're sending it through the room. Previous times when I've done this chakra series, I really took the time to always go through the crown, going down. And it's important this series to go through the root, because we need to understand that bringing things into the material is just as important as attaining knowledge from the esoteric. And when I say material, I'm not saying someone is materialistic or greedy or something like that. What I'm saying is that everything that is within you, that you feel that you are here to live out that purpose, needs to come out into the physical world. And if it doesn't come out into the physical world, it just stays trapped up here. And after years and years of not pursuing what it is that you want, that you care about, not going that extra mile for what your soul wants, you start to feel sad, or you start to feel kind of disillusioned, or you start to feel bitter and jaded and all those things, when it's very simple. Take those fantasies, bring them out into reality. Yes, you will be vulnerable. People will see it, and maybe that's not what they think of you. That's not your problem. Who cares? Who cares about that? Other things that could come up is that you'll grow. You will have a new experience of yourself, and sometimes, as much as it can be easy to externalize and say, so-and-so, makes me feel this kind of way, that's why I'm afraid to do it. I want to say most of the time, it's a lot of self-imposed sabotage, meaning I'm not used to myself like that. So it makes me really uncomfortable that now I have to grow past my edge, past my limit, in order to step into this next, whatever it is, in order to fulfill this next, whatever it is, in order to reach my potential at this moment in my life. Just know it's a part of the process. We all have an edge and we just work a little bit more. I think when we're younger, we're a little bit more hard-headed. We be skipping over the edges. We literally just jump off the cliff, or we will refuse to go to the edge at all. Just a hot mess, okay? And you know what? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes people get older and they don't change. They do the same shit over and over again. But I'm saying all of that to say that just practice in your own way of just widening up. And that's taking up space, being heard, but knowing that if it is in your heart, it is worth being out in reality. It's worth being out in the physical. You do not have to be sad or feel like there's something, some invisible bar that you have to reach before you're allowed to share yourself with the world, before you're allowed to advocate for your dreams. No. I'm just going to keep cleansing that out. And I want you to take some breaths here, because I want to remind you to get back into your body. To get back to that feeling in your body. To remind yourself, I am I'm here, I'm alive, I am present, and I'm ready. And so just clearing out any blockages that have to do with money, that have to do with community support, emotional balance, well-being, adequate housing, whatever that is for you. Just balance it, balance it, balance it, balance it, balance it, and release. So just pulling away any excuses. And sometimes you may not necessarily know what the excuse is, it just feels heavy. And if something feels really heavy on you, in order to kind of get it off of you, you have to lighten up things within your body. And lightening up things typically means you can't take things as personal, you can't take things as serious, you can't, as I say, beat a dead horse. You can't expect a new outcome to come from the same approach to something. And there's a difference between that and discipline. Discipline is you're making movement towards where you want to go, but you just don't feel like doing it. But you are making movement in progress. Might be a little bit slower, might be a little bit faster, but you just don't want to do it. Versus what I'm talking about over here, insanity, is you're not going anywhere. Sometimes you might go backwards a little bit, but you don't want to go to your edge and learn a new process or think of a new approach, because maybe at one time it worked for you then, but it doesn't work for you now. I just need you to know the difference. One is you're working towards progress. One thing is you're going, you just don't feel like doing it. The other thing is you're not really going anywhere. And let me tell you something. This one over here is typically when you're safe. This one is when you're uncomfortable, there's discomfort and there's growth. There's a reason why people do this. A lot of times, there's not really, you're going nowhere and you hate doing it, it's typically not it. You may not like where you're not going, you may not like, okay, I'm not going anywhere, but there's a sense of comfort. Well, I've always done it this way, I don't feel like doing it another way, and there's a bitterness about it. Versus over here, which is like okay, I'm open to this new way, but it's hard. It's hard showing up each and every day and just trying and, putting yourself out there. That's difficult. Versus I'm too afraid to step out of my bubble, so I'm going to just complain. I don't like it, but I know how to do it, and I'm just going to complain. Versus over here. So I just wanted to separate the two because there's a difference. So live over here, but take your time instead of feeling like you gotta rush to the goal or rush to the direction. Just take your time. Don't freak yourself out and just traumatize your nervous system. Take your time. Just move a little bit over there. And, our body will always do whatever it can do to keep us safe. So that's why we may not like where we're at, but we'll stay there because we understand it. There's a safety behind it. But understand that there will be a new normal if you push your body to a new limit. Just take your time in doing that. And just balance. Keep going. That is why the rebirth healing circle with the cleanses that have been happening every Sunday, that's why they're so important. Because if there's a heaviness, a need to just watching the video or will watch the video, that is a collective energy. And we're all healing together. So you're not alone in this. We're all doing it. We're all working through it. So know that we can make it. Don't feel like you can't make it. We can make it. We just take our time. We all got different timelines. So you just take your time. Breathe in and out. Relax. Well, babies, I hope you liked part 1, which was the root chakra cleanse. Again, we're going to go through all of the chakras, and I'm going to have a special announcement. I got to decide when. Be yourself and be surrounded by those who want to see plus mentor blue. I am Jessica Sup. I'm a Reiki master teacher and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. We are continuing our chakra cleansing series, so we are doing the Sacral today. So if you're new to the community, welcome, babies. That's a little clap. This is your nightly, daily, whenever time self-care routine, and I am your designated mama. I'm Jen. I also go by Jessica, or I'm Jessica, and I also go by Chet, and I'm just here to help you with your self-care. And so we're going to do some energy healing sessions. And so if you're new, welcome, babies. You get 1 kiss on the forehead, and for my returning babies, you get multiple kisses. Mama loves you. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. We start our session off with a prayer. Oh, one more thing. We currently have the Rebirth Cleanse Healing Circles meeting every Sunday. I put some cleanses up that you can do. This is preparing us for the new year. You want to learn more about that? Head on over to Patreon. It's $3 a month. Boom. Let me jump back into what I was saying. Anyway, we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say your prayer. Okay, may I touch you? Okay. Inhale, exhale. Dear universe and all for the highest vibration of good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. So let's go over here to the sacral. Now, your sacral is also known as your navel chakra. So it's right there where the belly button is, okay? And so we're going to work through that. And let's just start by just seeing how it feels there. No judgment. No judgment there. Just kind of tapping in there. Seeing how it is there. Breathe in and out for me. Okay, so let's move this through. Just move this through. Just relax here. Okay, good job. Now, I want to just start to weed away because the sacral is the garden of our bodies. I want to weed away anything, unnecessary things. So this could be detours, setbacks, just other people's expectations. I'm going to weed So it's really important to know what you need. I like that with Reiki, it's always been described as the energy, the life force energy is intelligent and goes where it needs to go, meaning it will work through, what needs to happen. But I think for people who don't really know Reiki, they just think it might be like somebody is sending you energy and you may have too much energy somewhere. Like if you ever met somebody who's like very talkative, certain things that you can't do. So those things take time. So have faith. Other people have been able to do it. They may be doing it now. So why wouldn't you be able to do it? It's because you can do it. Have faith. Another part is sometimes a person can feel like, just woe is me. There's something about me. I feel unlucky. And even though rationally they know this should work, they believe that it will work for anyone and everyone else except for themselves. And they start to have a self-fulfilling prophecy, meaning they won't go in and they won't water anymore. They won't tend the soil. They won't do anything because they're allowing the self-sabotage to happen. Other reasons can be a feeling of imposter syndrome. Whoa, this is happening for me. I have no clue how this is happening. Is what I'm doing really working? Forget all that. Don't worry about that. Wherever you're at in life is where you need to be. And if you are ready to grow, you get used to it. That's either taking in more in your life or getting comfortable with the more that you are receiving, whatever that is on this journey. Whatever that is on this journey. And just balance it out. You got this. One last breath. Stop. I'm just kidding you. I'm a Reiki master teacher and intuitive obstacle by Jet, and welcome to your nightly daily self-care practice. So if you're new to this community, babies, you are now my baby. So you get one. If you're new, you get one kiss on the forehead. And if you're my returning babies, you get multiple kisses. Mama loves you. It is always my intention to lift your mood. Sometimes we'll tackle heavy things and sometimes not so much. But even when we tackle heavy things, at the end of the day, I hope that there is a lightness that comes to you that just lets some stuff go, you know. We're always going to experience things. It happens. But you don't have to put even more pressure on yourself and be mad at yourself just because you're human. So I hope that in this space, you're able to let some shit go. You're able to let some of this stuff go. Okay. Well, day number 3 of our chakra cleanse series. So we're going to do the solar plexus, and I know you already saw the root in the sacral. So we're going to go to the solar plexus. And if you want to, each day you can just watch them back to back, or you can choose one day at a time. It's up to you. But it's a way to kind of clear and cleanse out, and we're preparing ourselves for the new year. So if you would like some extra special, just energy flowing, join the Patreon community. It's $3 a month, and we are doing the rebirth cleanse healing circles. So that's going to be happening now. So we meet every Sunday and we just come together and we check in with each other. What does that sound? Also, join us on Patreon. It's $3 a month. I was going to do like that, but clearly I don't know how to count. Join us on Patreon. It is $3 a month, and we are going to be doing the Rebirth Cleanse Healing Group. So I've already put some cleanses up that you can follow to prepare us for the new year. And we meet every Sunday just to check in with each other. So it's a wonderful way to prepare our bodies and to just remove any heaviness that we might be feeling. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. the solar plexus. I was like, oh my gosh, why is it? I think my ribs was like, where are my ribs? So right where the breastbones meet, that is also known as where your chi would be, or that storing of energy. It's so amazing that when we look in various schools of healing, both ancient and modern, indigenous and modern day conventional, that the digestive system or the stomach area is a huge part of healing. I talk about this a lot, like for example, the microbiome that lives in your gut and your colon, things like that, is 70% of your immune system. It is what protects you. It's what gives you life, essentially, or maintains, helps you to protect the life that you have. And when you go and think about where you store your chi, where you store your life force, it would also be right there where that meets. So just sitting here, breathing in and out. Good job. One more. Okay, I just want you to get really familiar with your body, activate your body, connect with your body, okay? Exhale, release. Okay, so I'm gonna just widen this up, because 9 times out of 10, it's not because someone is too confident, it's because they're not being confident enough. But I like to think of it like this: have Saturn's rings. Saturn is the planet of discipline, but Saturn's rings are really wide, and so what you want to do is you want to take up a lot of space, but you also want to have boundaries in that space. You want to be confident, but just because you're big, you're confident, you get a lot of people who are now attracted to you or coming to you, or things like that. It doesn't mean that you have to let everyone in. So you're going to have Saturn's rings here. And I notice that sometimes when someone is a people pleaser, or someone has poor boundaries, they don't want to be seen because they don't know how to say no to people. Not today, baby. You're going to have to say no. And I promise you, the quicker that you say no to someone, the more they're okay with it. When you drag it on, when you don't tell them no, when you go back and forth on your boundaries, that's when they, flip the script a little bit on you. So don't do that at all. If it doesn't, as soon as you feel it, if it doesn't feel right for you or right for you at that time, just say no, thanks, no. But still go about being confident. So let's just pull this energy out and just take up space. I want you to take up space in front of you, to the side of you, behind you. All of that, just taking up space, taking up, taking up, taking up, taking up space, taking up, and just taking up space. And see this protective shield, this protective bubble around you, and just allow that to be. Allow yourself to have a bubble. Allow yourself to have a protective bubble to do, what we're just talking about. So just shifting to that. Just working that all the way around you. Working your energy, flowing, working your energy and flowing. Just, okay. Now, right there, you can also stick your hands, if it feels right to you, place them right there at your sacral again, where the breastbone meets. You can have, as we talked about before, different hasta mudras, based off of what you need, but just bringing your hand, or hand positions, just bringing your hands right there to your center, and be with yourself here. I know it seems very simple, but like my hands are right there. It seems very simple, but just breathe in and out. Connect with yourself, connect with your body. And feel that energy growing there, so you can bring the warmth from your hands, or the energy from your hands flowing right there. And you're activating, you're jump starting it. You jump start that thing, and you're reminding yourself how powerful you are, how connected you are, how much access that you have, both energetically and physically. You remember where your strength comes from. You remember where your passion comes from. And you accept yourself for who you are. And so I'm just going to place my hands right there as well. And again, just breathe in and out. See your passion. See your strength. Accept yourself for who you are. See your passion. See your strength. Accept yourself for who you are. See your passion. See your strength. Accept yourself for who you are. See your passion. See your strength. Accept yourself for who you are. Okay, release. How do you feel? How does it feel? Okay, so let's just work through that. Work through that. Work through that energy. Work through it. And balance it. And it's important to have balance on both sides. Okay. Just balance. Balance. Balance, balance. Balance on both sides. Both sides. Both sides. Just placing that on top of you, your energy. Relax. Keep breathing, and I'm just going to just go above a little bit. Just looking there. Okay, good job. Good job, good job, good job. Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. And move. And relax into that. Okay. Now we talked about this in the sacral. We talked about having our solar panels, our sundress, whatever it is for you. And today, I'm using the example of Saturn's rings. See them grow around you, okay? Get as big as, your arms reach. And then get as big as your space. And then get as big as your home, house, apartment, wherever that is. Then get as big as your block, your region, your continent. Get as big as the planet. And be mindful. You can be seen without being overexposed. You are available for what your soul came here to do without people taking advantage of you. You can be big and bright without having to step on people. All of these things are possible with appropriate boundaries. Just keep working through that. Keep working through that here. Just and so I'm going to just connect a little bit lower to the root in this this and pulling this down. Wrapping this and pulling this down. Pulling it, pulling it, pulling it, pulling it, pulling it, pulling it down. Pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. And just, okay. So inhale. Exhale. Pull the energy down from the solar plexus to the sacral to the root. Boom. Reality. Pull that energy back up. From the root, the sacral, the solar plexus. Boom. Confidence. Bring it down. Bring it back up. Bring it down. Back up. And down. And then back up. And again down. And then back up. Keep going. One more time. Bonus time. Okay. Now, just find what you need in the process energy is just seeping out from us. So we might feel tired. Sometimes that brings on addictive behaviors because you're trying to cope with what's going on. So we're just going to work on here. I'm just working through that. So for people who are people pleasers and they just want to say yes to everyone here, understand that there are ways for you to take up space, to be seen, to be nice, and to say no. This is my number one rule. If you want to say no, or if you have to say no the first time. Because if you don't say no the first time and you go back and forth, that's when it becomes harder and harder to say no. yourself to that next level, taking yourself to that growth and that place of happiness, taking yourself there, taking yourself there, taking yourself there, taking yourself there, finding that for you, finding that for you, finding that, finding that, finding that, finding that for you, and being at peace with your purpose. Okay, so just connecting with yourself. I'm just placing my hands right there and just breathe in and out and connect in with yourself. Follow that path for yourself. Find wisdom within yourself and just good job. Good job, and just breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And release sweetness. So just release. Release. And release. I'm just gonna cleanse down a little bit. Cleanse over here. Just back on up. Bringing these together and just working through all that is coming up. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have a connected purpose. But you have to accept that for yourself. You cannot self-sabotage yourself. You are enough, and you are able to do this. You are enough, and you are able to do this. You are enough, and you are able to do this. You are enough, and you are able to do this. You are enough, and you are able to do this. You are enough, and you are able to do this. Keep breathing and just let your energy be balanced here. Let your energy be balanced here. Let your energy be balanced here. And that's just to relax you a little bit, because I just want you to feel at ease and at peace in your body. Allow your soul to be. Okay, and I'm just gonna take care of you for just a little bit, because sometimes we just need to be taken care of. And the most empowering thing yourself. So we're just going to go right there and just speak freely. Just speak freely. Sometimes it takes a lot of courage to show up and just advocate for yourself, to advocate for your dreams, for your goals. Sometimes you might be tired, sometimes there might be obstacles, sometimes things just don't match up when you want them to do. But regardless, you gotta show up anyway. And your voice, that's your first way. Your communication, your speech, your writing, that is the first way that we have in order to communicate with others. And sometimes people don't even know that you need support, you need help, you need guidance if you don't speak up. So it's really important that you always show up in this space and just speak up, advocate for yourself. Connect, 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 just connect, just connect, connect. So I'm just going to bring your energy together a little bit here because I want you to get excited about this time. I want you to feel just the warmth within you, opening up, expanding, finding space, creating space. Okay. Just go. Just growing there. I'm gonna get you some cinnamon. And just clearing out right there. I hope this lighter works. Oh, it does. Yay. Sometimes it don't work. And then I'm left like so just with the cinnamon right there, I'm just going to rotate it because I just want to create a general flow of energy. And you just breathe deeply and on your own. I don't know if you can hear it. It's like sizzling and crackling, but just keep it going. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. Just keep it with your voice. Because if you're already shy, or you may not be a shy person, you just have something that you might have kind of a difficult time talking about or advocating for yourself, it doesn't help if you're already restricting the air. What you want to do is you want to put some force behind that, because the intention is already there. Put the air and just make sound. That's it. You don't even feel like you have to do the extra mile, okay? The intention is already there. Just put air and float it on out. Good job. Good job, good job, good job. You get a star. 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 Okay. You get tons and tons and tons of gold, platinum stars. Next time I get like a silver star, I'm gonna say it's a platinum star. So just check in with yourself here. How you feeling? How's your throat feeling? Now, what seems to happen with the throat is a couple of things. Sometimes the energy is stagnant. Sometimes it's too much, and sometimes it's not enough. Have you ever met someone who just keeps talking, and they often over-explain themselves because there's a lot of nervous energy there? So it might be too much energy in that one area, maybe not enough energy somewhere else, maybe lower chakras, where it might be more action-oriented, or the upper chakras where it's, you can be busy, but you can also be, chasing your tail. So you want to be very mindful of your vision. Anyway, regardless, we want to balance that. Sometimes they're stuck, like as if you go into situations and there's something you want to say, but you just for some reason you can't get it out. Afterwards, you think about it, you're like, yes, I know exactly what I want to say, but you just, in that moment, you just can't get it out. And when there is not enough energy there, just a feeling of not feeling like your voice is going to be valued, not feeling like your voice is important enough to speak up, kind of hiding behind certain things in which you need to have some more energy there. So it just depends on what you need. All bodies are different, and it can be different at different stages ourselves? How do we value our own opinion or our own voice? How do we set the foundation for what it is that we expect externally? What are the things that we do on the inside? How do we do those things? Okay. Just balance. Balance. Good job. And rest your voice. Yay! You're doing a fantabulous job. And just inhale, exhale. So speaking about using your voice, I have excellent news. I finally can talk about it. So, every year, per usual, I do a giveaway during this time of the year, during December. And I wanted to make this giveaway very yourself, you tap into yourself. You can close your eyes, you can keep your eyes open, whatever you want to do during this time. But how that activation works is that you just relax and start to allow images or smells or some type of sense that resonates with you to show up. Show up in your mind's eye, in your mind's ear, in your mind's nose, whatever that is for you. And start to tap into, what does that mean? Sometimes it just means you're hungry. And other times it can mean things. So when people are trained intuitives, trained in mediumship, natural or learned, they will typically tap in kind of more often than the typical person. So the typical person has access to certain things, but these abilities are typically amplified during these big moments in their life. So if you have a really, really hard decision that you have to make, a really large transition that you're about to make, that's usually when these abilities are amplified versus someone who may just be kind of tapped in all the time, whether that is something they choose to do or something that they were born with. So everyone has the ability, it just shows up at different times. And I think it's because during those very tough periods or during those big transitional periods, we are so activated energetically, we are so tapped in energetically, regardless of if you feel like it is a positive or a not so positive experience. We have so much moving around that it starts to activate these senses that we have. So just, and especially when things are difficult, we might be looking for solutions. And so solutions can show up in multiple ways. So now what I'm gonna do is just open that up for you. So if you've been feeling stagnant, if you've been feeling writer's block, if you've been feeling not as motivated as you would like to be, or if you are motivated but you're just not getting the results that you're looking for, call my 1-800 number and no, I'm just kidding. Or if you're not getting the results that you're looking for, let's try to open you up so that perhaps in this session you feel a little bit calmer and more clarity. I feel like that's how it is when someone's like, I have a solution for you, and it is behind this paywall. So, if you're just a community, I will try to crack as many jokes as I can, because the most important thing is that you feel better at the end, and I will do whatever I need to do to make you feel better. But just open up. Just open up here and exhale. Open up. Exhale. Oh, and like a crunchy side note, so they have the Miss Cleo documentary coming out, and I'm so excited to watch it, because I think that's a really good example of when someone can be tapped in, but because they are not presenting as themselves, they fuck up their whole situation. So the whole idea within the third eye, which brings up the conversation of clairvoyance, mediumship, so clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentient, the ability to be able to see something, know something that you shouldn't have access to, but you do know, or be able to kind of see things happen before they actually happen, versus mediumship. I'll work on you too. Versus mediumship, which is being able to communicate with those who have passed on. Now, there are many cultures, many ancestral cultures, indigenous cultures. Everyone has some type of ancestral culture, no matter who you are, that they were already connected and tapped into their everyday norm of communicating with those who was trying to impersonate me. People will try to look the part or talk the part or kind of live into a type of stereotype in order to take advantage of the person, the consumer, the client, whoever that is, because they're trying to, they're not going through training. They're not actually really tapping into anything. And maybe some of these people can tap in, but for some reason they have not put themselves out there. Regardless, I think I'm really excited for this Cleo documentary because I remember growing up and seeing the infomercials, and I felt like she tapped into people, but I also felt like the stereotype of who she was, could she have come out and done readings for people just as she was, or did she have to take on this Caribbean stereotype of how media wanted to see her being portrayed? And she was an actress too, so there's all that, so that's nice and interesting. And I'm one of those people where I'm all for the documentaries, okay? I'm all for the documentaries. I didn't mean to go on that tangent, but I think it's really, really important. You don't just believe everything someone says. You take what you need and you leave what you don't. But most importantly, it's all about activating these things within you, because only you, no one else outside of you, only you know 100% what you need and what's best for you and how this life will play out for you. I can't see that for you. You can't see that for me. But only you can see that for yourself. So I like to encourage people to strengthen that gift for themselves, and sometimes people go on to help others and continue to train. And I don't think this is talked about often. I know I talk about it in my apprenticeship, but training is so important. And I don't just mean one time, I mean continued education too. Every year I take on a new modality or heighten a modality that I'm already working on, because I believe knowledge is important. I believe practice is important. And I believe from learning from the community and the elders that are around me. And sometimes people can get caught in just learning one thing and just, that's it. So all my apprentices know, okay, you're going to learn Reiki, but you're going to learn some other stuff. And you have to keep on learning and keep on growing. That's a part of the process. So just clearing that out for you. And I hope that what we're talking about brings some clarity into your life. Because sometimes you may feel like you're not good enough, or other times you feel like you don't, for some reason, have the insight. And I guarantee you have the insight. You have what it needs for you. Now, you may not be able to go and boss somebody else around in their life, but you know 100% what you need for yourself. Trust yourself. The greatest gift you can give yourself is trust. And even when you look at situations where you feel like, oh, was I right here or was I not right here? Just understand that everything is leading you to an opportunity to make new and better decisions. So maybe you want to make a decision right now, but you got to open yourself up a little bit more, because what you need is a little further down the road. So keep on going. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't feel like what you want in life is not worth fighting for. And also go through the process of change. There's a lot of things that we all feel like this is how things should go. And rightfully so. Life will humble us and open us back up to new possibilities. Sometimes possibilities that are bigger than where we're at now. So I want you to have the ability to be able to see clearly what it is that you want. What do you want to attract in your life? What do you want to bring into your life? Let's bring that now to the forefront, okay? Bring that here. And most importantly and authentically, if you don't get nothing that I've said today, get this. are another person. Faking it till you make it means sometimes you have to go in there with confidence even when you don't feel that confident. That's it. But be yourself. Sometimes you gotta walk into the room as yourself confident, even though maybe you don't feel that confident, but you walk into there as yourself. That's what it is, not put on a whole new, personality and persona and things like that. Because who you are is there. And I think that there are many iterations of you. And so those iterations form and they grow and then they become open and they reveal themselves and all of that stuff, okay? So don't be afraid or limit yourself. If you've been kind of struggling, if just things have been getting out of balance for you, just know that you within yourself, you know what you need to do, you know what you want. Sometimes there are periods where you kind of have to work hard towards something, or you just have to get through it. But those don't last forever. And just do the work. Don't associate an emotion. Don't associate trust yourself. And if you have a sight, but you feel like, oh, I don't trust it, that seems hard, you need to get comfortable, very comfortable with trusting yourself. And sometimes the universe and your body will put you in situations that feel uncomfortable. So you have to learn how to trust yourself, because once you do that, intuitive. And today's special session, I also go by Jet. Hi. Today's a special session because we are finishing up the chakra cleansing series. So I hope you enjoyed everything from the root all the way to what we're going to work on now, your crown. So if you're new to the community, babies, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your nightly, daily, or whenever you come here, self-care routine. So this is just a time that we set aside. Just myself. I feel like my chair is loud. I'm gonna put something down. Okay, my bad. So this is a time where you take care of yourself and you show up for yourself. So if you're new to community, babies, you're now one of my babies, so you get one kiss. And for all of my returning babies, multiple kisses. Mama loves you, okay? So, let's begin today's session. We start our session with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer, just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Okay, may I touch you? Okay, let's go. Ready? Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay, okay. So let's start here with the crown. And so I'm just going to work through that area in the crown. And so the crown is your highest self, your highest understanding. I could say that it could almost be loosely related to your ori, if you know what an ori is. That crown is that place of the connection of understanding between you and the universe. I could say you and the divine, whatever that is for you, but really it's just the highest representation of we are a part of everything, and everything is a part of us. So it is that macro view. So let's work through some of that macro view. So just working through that area, and just we're going to calmly approach. Up here in the crown is typically where you're not going to get very agitated. You're going to see things, you're not going to be very subjective. You're going to see things from a very objective view of everything that you've ever experienced is for your higher this set of circumstances and said, I'm going to come into this life in order to find the light on the other side. That is big concept stuff. That's not necessarily us, carbon based. We don't want to be in no trauma and no drama. But the soul works on a higher level. So only you know 100% the reasons why, or the clarity, or when you will feel comfortable knowing that. I remember when I first started this practice, I used to tiptoe around that conversation because very horrific things can happen to somebody in their life. And to say that those things are a part of the wisdom that we gain, it kind of creates the question of, well, could I have learned it another way? Of course, you could have learned it a less traumatizing way. And so why wasn't I allowed to learn it that less traumatizing way? Why did I have to learn it this traumatizing way? And I don't think that there's any generalized answer that will fit everyone. I don't think it's appropriate to generalize. I think it has to be an individualized answer for you. And if you don't feel that way, you don't feel like you're at that place in your life, then honor that. Continue to explore and navigate what you need in order to feel better, to feel good, to feel healed, and to feel whole. Be in that journey. But a lot of times I speak as if people are not there. And so let me speak to some of the people who are there, who have experienced so many things in their life, but they're in a place of wholeness. You can see now. You can see how all of those experiences built you to be the person you are now. So if you were able to get over that, you're able to get over anything. If you're able to get over those situations, there's nothing in front of you that can prevent you. So if you're working from a place of wholeness, know that you've faced and encountered worse. But now it's time for you to move forward and step into more and greater experiences for whatever you want this life. So I'm going to go back into the ground. So whenever you have maybe uncontrollable thoughts, just feelings that are all over the place, it can be a sign. It doesn't have to just be this part, but it can be a sign that the ground is not balanced. So you should not be doing light work. You should be doing shadow work. Again, you should not be doing light work. You should be doing shadow work. Why? Because you're not ready to receive. Stop trying to receive when you need to get rid of the excess energy. Because you might just be wanting to feel good. And there's nothing wrong with feeling better if you've lived a life where things are just very tough. But the thing is, you gotta find a way through that discomfort to a place where you can genuinely feel balanced. So let's just give you that opening and that awareness. Opening and that awareness. Opening and that awareness. Okay. Just work through that. Work through that. And let me tell you something. Nobody is perfect, obviously, but everybody is going to make decisions that are stupid sometimes. But after you make the dumb decision, what do? You have the wisdom. You're like, I'm not about to do that shit again. But there's no amount of someone else telling you, don't do this, that it weighs heavier than when you experience it. And now I'm not talking about something happened to you that you couldn't control. Now I'm talking about the things you actually can control. So, with that being said, open yourself up. Open yourself up to new possibilities. And you didn't go through those things in vain. You experienced those things. Now pull from it. Pull from the lessons and the wisdom I support you. I'm gonna let you learn the lesson, but I support you. Because I think at the end of the day, no one wants someone to just agree with them. What they're really looking for is support. So tell them that ain't gonna work out. That's a bad idea. But just say I support you anyway. And let them learn. Don't take away that for them, because what I see sometimes in people, karmic things, is they carry other people's baggage. They carry other people's lessons, and then they start getting bitter and they start feeling like, oh, they're overgiving, being a people pleaser. No, you're carrying another person's lesson because you felt like you were strong enough to carry the lesson than they were. It wasn't for you. You got your own lessons that you feel like you're not strong enough for. Let them build up the strength to do that. That's the point of a lesson, to build up the strength. Especially when you get older and it's less of things are just happening to you, and more of you get to start to choose the lessons that you go after. You get to start to choose those things because you're now more in control. So just clearing that out. And I hope that this is providing some just big picture macro view of how to look at these things. I guarantee you do not have to freak out with life, okay? And I'm not saying to not have emotions or not to honor your emotions, but I'm saying you do not have to build something higher than what it is just because you saw other people do it, just because you don't feel like you're balanced. You have to develop in any experience that happens internal balance. And you only develop internal balance by going through something and choosing to return to balance. Don't judge yourself when you kind of go to the left or the right, but just bring yourself back into balance. Find that balance within yourself at all times. Find that balance within you at all times. Never give up. Never let go of your dreams. You can do this. You can figure it out. But also, things are not as hard as you think they are. Things can be difficult. But it is that concept that we've seen in many wisdom traditions of suffering. And the understanding that the difference between discomfort and suffering is that you may not be able to control if something is really easy to do or is more uncomfortable to do, but you can control suffering, meaning this makes you feel, let's say it makes you feel 10 pounds of discomfort, but over here the suffering adds an additional 50 pounds of weight of discomfort, so you're carrying that around. Let go of that and just deal with this. And sometimes you gotta check your people's situations and circumstances, because if you're around other people who normalize both, it's gonna be hard for you to do something different. Because what typically happens is that, say you let go of that, you're only dealing with this. When other people look at you, they will assume that what you're dealing with or what you're going through is lighter than theirs, is not as difficult as theirs. And so that might make you feel like you're not being accepted or you're not being supported. So be mindful of the community around you to either check somebody and let them know, or surround yourself and include other people who have a lighter sense of perspective, as well as your situations and your circumstances. Like if you go to work, you have a toxic work culture, you may not be able to work in the dynamics that you need. Like for example, if you have someone who's like always excited and that's how they get people motivated, and excited meaning like I'm stressed out, we need to do this, we need to do that, that's not healthy. And if you try to go in with balance, they're always going to try to do something that is, because they're not working from that place, they're working from all over here. So maybe you should work somewhere else. And maybe you should decide, okay, is this the best place for me? There are many jobs out here. Do never feel like you have to be stuck in the one that you're at, even if you're doing the same kind of thing, but just doing it somewhere else. Sometimes you have a busy season. Sometimes you just have a lot of stuff that you gotta get done. With the suffering or the toxicity, which is it's a toxic culture, they're adding more to the plate with the amount of energy that is wasting my time. I could do something else. I'm gonna be very honest with you, especially when it comes to working environments. As someone who is self-employed, I have gotten so much of my energetic time back. I still have regular things, regular deadlines, things that need to happen, but I don't have that excess weight of worrying and having to deal with other people's worry. And there are many teams out there that don't ascribe to that. So there are so many options. You do not have to be stuck there, even if you've been there forever, even if you've been there for a little bit of time. So just know what you want. Just know where you're going. And believe in yourself, okay? So let's just bring down any messages from the universe, divine, or whatever you believe in or don't believe in. I don't care. It impacts me 0% of what you believe in. I'm just facilitating a space here. So just bringing down these messages and bringing them to yourself and being open to whatever you receive. Being open to whatever you receive. Good job. Good job, good job, good job. Good job, good job, good job. Well, family, I hope you enjoyed the session today, and I hope you enjoyed this mini chakra series. So now that we have all from the root to the sacral, to the solar plexus, to the heart, to the throat, to the third eye, and to the crown. Now that we're at a point where we have all, feel free to just go in and watch it through. I've created a playlist so you can kind of just watch it through from the beginning all the way down whenever you need it, or you come in at the little parts. Also, as you know, we're doing a giveaway, so the winner will win a spot in the fall 2023 Reiki Master Teacher Apprenticeship cohort. I'm so excited. I'm having a great time in the current cohort, and in order to enter, what you do is answer this question: why are you ready to be a healer? But I made it a special treat for those in the Patreon community. So if you'd like to enter to win, you have to be a part of the Patreon community, and all of that information is in the link in the description. And I hope that for those who are participating in the Patreon community, in the Rebirth Cleanse, and the Cleanse pairings that we had, and we're meeting on Sundays, I hope that you've been enjoying that. And again, the Patreon community is only $3.33 a month, and so it's a nice way to get that extra